I'm Dale Kislick, and that's Scott Williams, right? This video is all about the Freeman River. And yeah, Scott and I and my wife Colleen, we paddle this river all the time. Right now it's in flood. It's at about 89 cubic meters per second, and it's in flood, and we're hoping to run it today. We both personally know people who have got into trouble on this river and had to walk off, either kayaking or rafting or floating on tubes or canoeing. And so we're putting this video together because we're very familiar with this river. We paddle it all the time. We just want everybody to know that this is an intermediate river and it shouldn't be paddled unless you've got some experience and some skill. So hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you make good decisions before you try to take this river on. Even when it's in low flow, it still can be quite a dangerous river. So here we are at the Freeman River, 2 hours northwest of Edmonton, near Fort Assiniboine. And this is kind of our little secret river, I guess you could say. It's only available to paddlers, canoers, a few times a year in spring runoff. And this year we're looking at hopefully getting a few runs, maybe if we're lucky 3, 4, maybe 5 runs. Nice little river. All the meltwater from up in the Swan Hills comes down this river, and it can flood very quickly. Yeah, it's cliffs everywhere, log jams, sweepers, strainers, and big rock bars. And we're just going to pan through and have a look at it. You definitely have to have good maneuvering skills, and you got to find deep channels. And you need to have a good front ferry and back ferry and be able to do eddy turns, because you round a lot of corners, a lot of quick sudden corners, and all of a sudden you're up on a log jam or whatever. So you need to be able to exit quickly. Beautiful little river. We love paddling this river. Cold water, dry suits at this time. It's May 1st, and as you can see, there's just logs everywhere, log piles everywhere. But it's a tremendous a lot of fun, and we're not sure if we want to share this river, but it's usually what happens is we check the metering station, and we when there's a rainstorm, within a day or two after a rainstorm, we're able to paddle it. But it's a narrow window. Within a day or two it's already changed and too low to paddle, and you never know what to expect. You paddle it 1 week, and then you come back and paddle it 2 weeks later after a different rainstorm, and the course of the river has changed completely, and there's logs and new channels and new places. Yeah, as we're drifting down, the valley's broadening, and of course we're seeing much more debris and braided channels. So now you have to be on your toes and ready to do quick maneuvers or grab an eddy quickly in case you have too much of an obstruction ahead. Log jam after log jam after log jam. Pretty beautiful though. Right down there where all those logs are. We used to go through there and then over by the cliff. Now that's plugged right off. And there is a big funky whirlpool right here. One more look at this corner where the big slide happened. Here's our canoes outfitted with airbags. We've done our own outfitting to the canoes for the most part with knee pads. There's our knee pads there. And all along the edge we've put in little ropes for lash points. And we have thigh straps that go over our thighs, and knee pads and airbags. And of course our throw bags. This river in June swelled to 190 cubic meters per second. 190. So this is 30. Imagine 190. During that flood, this major slide washed out and brought the whole hillside down, and we see this all the way along this river. Now, the slide isn't an issue, we can just paddle along here, but what happens with these slides is all the wood and debris that ends up getting shoved down the river winds up creating a huge amount of obstacles downstream. The trees are now choking the river all the way down for the next 1, maybe 2 kilometers. Big logs there, lots of channels here, another channel there, and these logs, this is a small one. You should see some of the ones downstream. Right over there, all that's new that wasn't there in the first of this year, or in early June, and now that log jam is there for who knows how many years. And we knew the braided section down here might be kind of tough this year. It's our first time down this year after the floods, so everything's changed. And we've already had to portage around a bunch of log jams. But look at this one. Yeah. This is all new this year. Last year we just paddled right through here. And yeah, we've got out and walked, I don't know how many times now, 7 or 8 times probably, just because of trees across. So the lower stretch of the Freeman is pretty tough this year. Okay, so we're in the last 2 or 3 kilometers, say, we think of the river, the Freeman River, when it exits into the Athabasca River. And this is why you really need to be at least an intermediate paddler and be pretty well outfitted for this river. It's got quite a swift current, but as we get down here into the flats, it really fans out, and the braided channels come up quick, and they're sharp and curvy, and there's a lot of log jams everywhere. So as you can see right here where we're coming into screen, you got an option to go left, down and over here, left, quick left, or we've got an option to go right. But of course, the problem with going right is that you can't see what's down around that corner, so you have to know that you can get off the river in case you go around that corner and you're suddenly into a log jam. Okay, so June 14th, Freeman River, 2018, right around 60 cubic meters per second, and this is what we came around the corner into. We've been paddling for 2 hours from the upper reach, but look at this. It's mayhem. Part of the river is going under that stuff right there and heading off through the forest. It's completely choked here with all of this lumber. Completely. This is all brand new. We paddled here a month ago and this wasn't here, and now it is. So, I mean, it's completely choked and dammed off. And Scott's standing over there. He went down to look and see if we can even get through that side. So we have to come up with a way to get through here. Now the river's come down. 2 days ago, it was twice as high as it is right now. So right where I'm standing would have had raging water coming right through it. So just even pointing down here, this would have all been underwater. Right here. So it's at... yeah, with all this wood in here, we don't even know what the rest of the downstream is going to look like. It might be, we might be walking out of here today. We're not even sure which way to choose, if we go that way or that way. But this could be a trip ender for us for today. We might have to walk out to the highway. Look at the lumber here. Oh my gosh. It's like 100 yards by 100 yards of piled up wood that 6 or 8 feet higher, that we paddled through before. Alright, so we're thinking, I think that old channel is back there.
It looks like around.
We can pick our way through here.
Yeah, we can come in here
and then
just pick our way down.
Because the problem is the main channel's going that way now, maybe right through the bush, and if that's the case, there's going to be debris right to the Athabasca River.
That's our way out.
That's our way out. Yeah. Anyways, it's
Yeah.
Okay.
What I was thinking is the other option is up. There's a bit of
a channel through right there.
through the bush.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be fun.
Okay, so Scotty's coming through. We came through and cleared some trees, and now he's going to work his way down. You can see him there in the back. Just going to take it slow through here. Slow your descent! There he goes, yeah, good. Slowing himself down a bit. Yeah. Now he's prying over. And he's going to scooch right by us. Okay, nice. And you can carry on, Scott. We'll come behind you. And then his maneuver there. Hello, I'm Scott Williams, and this is Dale Kislick.
Did I introduce you?
Just kidding. I'm Dale Kislick, and that's Scott Williams, right? Right?
Oh, hey, I'm Scott Williams.
Yeah. This river is all about the video Freeman.
The video's all about.
This video is all about the Freeman River.